Hello. Hello. Thank you all for being here. So, today I want to talk about working from home and give you all just a few tips of a few work from home tips that has kept helped me to be and stay productive and thrive and working from home. Um, so, let me start out by saying now I've been working from home for about 5 years. It's been almost 5 years. And my journey started a little different from other people's journey. So back when we were quarantined back in 2019, 2020, of course a lot of people were home. And a lot of people had to bring their work home. Now there were plenty of work from home jobs before we had to be quarantined, but since then we know it's become like the new normal. So some people were working outside of the home at that time, of course. And then once the shutdown happened, when the world shut down in 2019, of course, a lot of people were home and they had to bring a lot of people had to bring their work home with them. And a lot of people since then have not looked back. Like, I know some companies decided that it was okay for their workers to continue to work remotely and to work from home. So it's like a really big thing now, working from home. Yeah, so I'm just looking at my notes, y'all. When y'all see me look down, I'm just looking at my notes. So with my experience, I had been out of the workforce for about 10 years before I started my work from home journey. And I'll make another video about why I was out of the workforce for so long. But yeah, it had been like 10 years. So when I decided to go back to work, I started back part time. And the opportunity for me to work from home came about during that during 2020. That's when I started. 2020. So I reached out to a company and I was hired. Been with that company, the same company, since I've been working from home. So my situation was, again, I wasn't working at the time. A lot of people started working from home because they couldn't get to their physical place of work. So mine was a little different. I was home. I wasn't even working. So I just started out working from home from scratch. And this company hired me, company trained me, and I've been working with them ever since. So I want to talk about five I want to give you 5 tips to help you be productive when working from home and to help you thrive. So first, let me talk about some of the pros and cons. Let me start with the cons first. So one of the cons is actually structure. So you have to have a routine, and that's going to be one of the tips. That, as a matter of fact, that is my first tip. Make sure you have a routine. So the reason why I put this in my cons column is because I didn't have really have a routine at that time. I had a routine, but it didn't include work. So I had to structure or rearrange or redo my routine to incorporate, of course, me having a job now. But it was a little taken. It took me a little time to get used to it. I can't talk. So it took some time for me to get used to a structure and a routine. Like I said, I've been working from home probably now 5 years, going on 5 years. I think June of this year, if you're watching this, in 2025, January 2025, June will be 5 years that I've been working from home. So another con is distractions. You're home. So distractions come by the dozen, okay? From thinking about housework, trying to do laundry while working. And it also depends on the type of work that you do from home. Some people just do data entry. Some people, like myself, works in call centers and actually have to um, be on the phone. So distractions, you really have to plan out what you're going to do as far as when you're faced with a distraction, or how to lessen any distractions that you have control of. Um, any distractions that you have control of controlling. Okay. Those are a couple of cons. So getting into a routine, and distractions, and there's a few more. I'll maybe talk about those in another video. Now, the pros for me, no commuting. Even though I hadn't worked in 10 years, when I was out in the workforce, I commuted, not just like going from home to a job in the same city that I work in, but I actually commuted to other towns and cities to work. So, that's no fun, because you have to time it. So you have to give yourself time for traffic and figure all of that out and everything. And yeah, so you don't have to worry about that when you work from home. Some people do work hybrid, so they have to be in the office sometimes, maybe a couple of days a week, and then they work from home for a few days a week. So you still may have some commuting in there. For me, I work from home all of the time, and I do work part time. So no commuting is really good. Saving on gas, just not having to be in traffic and dealing with the stress of traffic. So that's of course a plus. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, this is good, 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 good. And I drink coffee every morning. It's part of my routine before work. And sometimes I take a cup to work, but with me, I'm on the phone. So I'm working for a call center, and that's basically what I've been doing since I have been working from home. The company that I work for um, deals with just basically contracts with other companies for telecommunicating, or for call centers. So that's what my work from home job entails. So I'm on the phone all the time. But another good thing for me is just being able to dress comfortably. Um, I don't get up in my pajamas, and I'm getting into my tips now. But just being able to be comfortable, work from home, I enjoy that. I like dressing up every now and then, but I don't have to worry about picking out clothes for the week, or it's trying to figure out what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. So let's get into these tips, you guys. So my first tip again is routine and structure. Make sure you have a routine. It's so important because it just lessens the stress. So, my routine, basically, I have a kid. I raised my grandson, so I get him up, get him, ready for school, and once he's at school and I'm back home, then my day starts with either what I'm doing as far as like maybe getting some exercise in, taking a walk, maybe doing some laundry before work, whatever it is. But it's not like it's written in stone what I do every day, but there is a routine. Like I make sure he gets to school, and then basically it's just me getting myself together. Because I don't work early in the morning. I'm just really not. I know it's so cliche, not a morning person, but really I am, because I have to get up with my grandson to get him ready for school early. But sometimes now, like I said, I'll either get my exercise in. Sometimes I lay back down. Yeah, I'll lay down and get up and get my day started, after I've, rested a little more. But uh, may not sound like a routine, but it's my routine. That's my routine. So that's what I do. I get up, get the kid ready for school. Then I start my day, getting myself together, either exercising, resting, um, checking emails. But there's a time block, like, and that's another tip too. I think I had time block up here, or setting a schedule. But yeah, so blocking out time, so that time, mine is more of a structured time. So number one, have a routine and structure. Number two is don't work in your pajamas. I know some people, like when you're working remote, you don't have to be on camera all the time. So basically you can get up, stay in your PJs, and work, but I prefer to put clothes on. I don't necessarily put on a suit or office attire, but I put on something other than some pajamas. I like comfortable clothes, so I may put on some sweats or leggings, a loose fitting shirt like I have on today, but something that I can work in, and even just like be around the house if I need to go out and run an errand before work, just something like that. So don't work in your PJs is number two. Number three, step away, take a break. So I know sometimes, like when you work from home, it's like you don't have a work routine separate from your home routine, or it's hard to separate the two when you're working from home. So I suggest that you take a break, stick to a schedule, and that also that can fall up under routine and structure. But number three is take a break. Don't just sit at your computer and work, work, work. So, and again, different types of job, different types of work from home job. For myself, working on a call center, I'm on the phone, so I have scheduled breaks for work, through my company. So, and I take those breaks. So I don't just like sit at the desk and have a snack or whatever. No. Mm-mm. I always pull myself away from my screen and from my desk when it's break time. Mm. Just to get away, just to take a break, and not just working all the way through, or just sitting at my desk during break and happen to try to check an email or something while I'm on break or what have you. But yeah, so just to recap, number one is have a routine or some structure. Number two, don't work in your pajamas. And number three is take a break or step away. So number four, that kind of ties in with taking a break, but clock in and out. Clock in and out. Don't wake up and start. You can do what you want to do, but just to stay productive and to thrive, you have to clock in and clock out. Okay. Even if you're on salary, so you work, you pretty much set your own schedule. Clock in and clock out. Okay. Don't just work 24 hours a day or 18 hours a day or however many hours a day you're woke. Don't let it be work. You still have a life and everything. So clock in and out, and even do like a time block. And that's sort of how my routine goes. I have a time block. And that was what, number four? I said I had five for you guys. So the fifth one is managing distractions. Okay. So when I first started working from home, I had to basically just figure out what my distractions were. My husband was working, so he was out of the house. So most of the time I was home alone. My grandbaby was in school and I was home alone. So I really didn't have any distractions as far as like family. Sometimes, if there was a day when the kids were out of school, or my husband was home. So every now and then, I ran into that. But most of the time, I was here by myself. And my distractions were more so external. So I would have like people come knocking at the door or ringing the doorbell, or you know, um, the phone. Cut your phone off. Cut your phone off. That's a whole different. No, well, yeah, that goes under distractions because your phone can be a distraction. So, um, for the phone part, I still have my phone where I can see it. Of course, I have it on silent because, like I said, I'm on the phone all the time. So I can't have any kind of background noise. I can't have no jazz music playing in the back, no, the TV on or anything. I can have the TV on, but I can't have the volume up, which is crazy because I won't be able to look at it anyway. But I still have my phone where it is viewable because, just in case there's an emergency or anything. But yeah, so make sure that you manage your distractions. I had to put signs on my door, letting like them JWs or and I love you JWs, but delivery people, or anybody who would knock at the door. So I would post my schedule and on the door. It worked most of the time, but you really have to manage those distractions. I mean, again, it just depends on the type of work that you do. Like a lot of people who work from home, they're able to step away um, from what they're doing and answer the door or take a phone call. But for me, and as far as me working in a call center and having to, take calls constantly on the phone, excuse me, those are distractions that I really had to work out and manage. So it was taking some use took some use to get into. It took some time to get used to managing the distractions, but I do it. I did it and I still do it. Again, like I said, I have been working from home for a little over for almost 5 years. Almost 5 years. So I've kind of gotten my routine down and what helps me be productive. And those are 5 things that have helped me to be productive. So just to recap, number one, structure and routine. Number two is put some clothes on. So don't work in your pajamas, but hey, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. Um, and even with not being on the camera all the time, I just, for me, I just can't work in my PJs. I mean, even though I'm not on camera, and we have meetings that we do have to be on camera. So we have team meetings and Zoom meetings and stuff. So either way, it's not every day, but I still don't work in my pajamas. And number three was to step away, take a break. Number four was to clock in, clock out. Have a starting point, have an ending point. And number five was managing distractions. All right. So that is my 5 tips to have a productive work from home life and to thrive and when working from home. And I think I may make another video just sharing some more tips to share with you all. But I do thank you all for just joining me with this video. I hope it helps. And I'll see you all again. I plan on making a video just talking about what I actually do as far as working in a call center, and we'll see. So if you think it might be something you're interested in, just join me. And if you work from home, share some of your tips in the comments. I would love that. Love, love, love it. But anyway, you all have a great day. Continue to be great. And I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.